Hey guys, it's Di, and I wanted to do a viewer request video on some of the most highly asked question in the past maybe few weeks to month or so. And people have been asking about what camera I use, how to start vlogging, and also some tips and tricks on how to make your new channel or video successful. So I wanted to go ahead and answer those questions for you guys and put my thoughts together on my opinions on how to make the best videos possible and just some tips on getting started if you're thinking about vlogging in the new year. So a few people asked some specific questions, and Captain Mara asked how to start a successful blog or vlog, and I will answer that as well. Basically the first step to getting it started and how to make it successful. And Clementine226 asked for a vlogging camera review for up-and-coming vloggers, so I will go ahead and touch on what cameras I use and my opinions on that as well. And sorry if I totally missed this name here, but Gaba Bish asked how to edit, how to upload videos to HD video, and how to make a video. So I just wanted to give kind of an overview because there was a lot of other questions, but those were some specific ones that I wanted to make sure to answer in this kind of little mini guide on how to get started making YouTube videos and how to make your videos even better. First of all, I think there are three main components to your video, and that is camera, lighting, and background. You don't have to have a setup in your house or a brand new camera to make YouTube videos. I think that you should just think about your presentation and think about what your viewers are going to be seeing. And you can do YouTube videos from your phone, you can do YouTube videos sitting in your bedroom like I am right now. I think that the main thing is that you just try to make it the best presentation possible. And for camera, you don't necessarily have to have the newest camera on the market. Obviously, you can upload videos to YouTube, anything from like your cell phone or iPod. I've even seen people upload their videos from, to an actual camera that you were videoing from. You can get started with whatever equipment you have. I'd say if you're interested in trying out doing YouTube videos, don't go run out and buy a specific setup. Try it with whatever you have at home and see if it's something that you enjoy first. For the people that have asked specifically what cameras I use, for this video right now, obviously I can't show you the camera because I'm taking the video, but I'm using a Nikon D3100 DSLR camera, and I'll try to put a picture of it over here to the side. And it's a really great amateur professional quality, if that makes sense, DSLR. So it's just an amateur camera that takes really great still pictures but also has the ability to take HD video as well. And this camera is actually what kind of kick-started my interest in making videos a little bit more often. Prior to that, I was using my Canon SD 1200, and this is just like a little camera. I actually call this my vlogging camera now because this is what I do all my day in the life videos, and kind of my, when you're following me around on my other channel, that's what I do my videos with for that channel. So you don't have to have a super big video camera. In fact, I'm not even using an actual video camera. These are all still picture cameras that actually take video. Even prior to using these, I actually have a few videos posted. If you look back some of my earliest videos, they were actually taken from a camera phone and posted that way. So you can really kind of incrementally work your way up. And I would just say start out with whatever equipment you have, and if you really get into it and really enjoy it, then you can look at upgrading from there. The next component I think that really makes the video is the lighting. And you don't necessarily have to have a special lighting setup either. For my videos, primarily I'm only able to shoot video in the afternoon because that's when both my children are asleep. So it actually works out great twofold because I'm sitting in front of a window right now and I'm using the natural light to be my lighting basically. If you're wanting just some extra lighting, you want to do videos at night or just need some extra lighting wherever you're planning on making your video, you can get a cheap kind of tree light thing from Target, and something like that would be adequate to get you started and add lighting. So you don't necessarily have to go out and buy a specific lighting equipment, components, or anything like that. The next thing that really kind of makes your YouTube video what it's going to be is the background. And again, you don't have to have any, special fancy background. But one personal opinion that I have about backgrounds is they should be as neutral and calming as possible. If you have a lot going on in your background, if there's people walking around, or if you've got a lot of, tchotchkes on your wall or whatever, people are going to start paying less attention to what you're saying and more attention to what's going on in the background. And that may be a little bit less important if you're just kind of vlogging and doing a day in the life and saying, here's what's going on today. But for the people that I think have asked this question a lot as far as, what can I do to get started and make videos, I think a a lot of you are interested in doing, you know, handbag reviews, beauty reviews, and that sort of thing. And so you're sitting still primarily for those types of videos. And so it really helps to kind of have a neutral backdrop. I especially love when beauty YouTubers have just a sheet hanging behind them, because it makes the focus entirely on them sitting still in the products that they're showing. I don't have any sort of setup like that. Obviously, I just have my blank wall behind me. And for me, I've just chosen this spot in my house because I'm very comfortable in this spot and I feel it works well lighting wise. So I just find a spot where you are planning on filming that you're very comfortable, that you think is a nice neutral background to shoot video, and then also has the best lighting as possible as well. The next question that people had were about editing your videos and uploading them to YouTube. And again, you don't need anything fancy. I know I keep saying that over and over, but I'm specifically talking to the people that are just starting out here. And two great programs that actually come on most computers that you would buy, either Windows or Mac based, are Windows Movie Maker and iMovie. And I've used both of these programs to edit my videos. And for initially, when you're just getting started out, if you're comfortable enough, I personally don't have a fear of public speaking. I'm comfortable talking in front of a large room of people and that sort of thing. If you are comfortable like that, you may just want to turn your camera on and just start talking. For some people, you may not even need to edit that much. If you're wanting to kind of make a better presentation, it does look nice to have a header at the beginning of your video, your content, and then kind of a closing statement or more information where people can find you on Facebook, Twitter, and that sort of thing. So if you're going to use an editing program, Windows Movie Maker and iMovie are both very easy programs to learn. You just drop your media right into them, you cut it in whatever place you want to cut it, add your titles, and then you finalize the movie or export it to your computer, and from there you can upload. And some people had questions about the uploading process. It's very easy. You just upload to YouTube like you'd upload any file on the internet. You just click the upload a file button and you choose the file from your computer and it uploads to YouTube, and you put in your description, and that is it. So that is the kind of basis for making movies. You basically just need to think about what camera you're going to use, what lighting you're going to have, what your background's going to look like, how you're going to edit it if you want to edit it at all, and then uploading it to YouTube, which is really fairly straightforward. So once you have those covered, I have just a few tips and personal opinions on things that I think can make your videos even better. And the first one is going to seem kind of counterintuitive, but this is something that I personally do, and I feel like it really will help the content of your video. And my first tip is, don't watch other videos of the same content prior to filming yours. And so basically what that means is, don't go out and watch 6 videos reviewing a Mac palette if you're planning on doing that review. And I know that seems a little bit counterintuitive because maybe you want to see like what information people are giving and that sort of thing, but really I feel like you're going to have the best original content. You just tell the information that you think is pertinent, really say what you want to say, and then possibly before uploading, you may go and look at other videos to see maybe what keywords people are using for similar things, but I would advise not seeking out a number of videos on the same subject that you're going to be doing a video. My personal opinion, I think that maybe helps the content of your video. The only exception to that would be for tag videos, because I do think that is just kind of a fun question and answer video. Sometimes I have gone and looked at tag videos to see if I'm getting the intent of the question just right, and obviously usually tag videos, you're hearing about them from watching someone else's video. Tag videos are also a great way to kind of dip your feet in the water, so to speak, of making YouTube videos, because they have almost a script that you follow and you answer questions. Some people love them, some people really don't like them. I personally think that they're very fun, but they are kind of a great tool if you're just getting into making videos for YouTube. They're a great way to kind of get your feet wet and get an idea for what you really like. The next tip that they have for you guys is to think about what keywords your audience is going to be looking for and what keywords your audience is going to be using trying to find your video. So a lot of times, if you're building your subscriber base, you need to really think about if you make a video on a Louis Vuitton handbag, what a person's going to be typing into YouTube to be finding your video. And your video is searchable by the keywords in your title, the keywords in your description, and the keywords in the tag bar or the keyword bar at the bottom. So you want to make sure that your description and your title are as descriptive as possible, and they're going to be something that you're going to attract the audience that you're trying to view your video. So this is kind of a helpful little hint that you guys remember that the title, description, and the bottom tagline are all searchable in YouTube. My next tip is also another personal opinion, and this is something that I actually personally experienced when I started making videos more often back in January, February, March. I decided I really wanted to try my hand at vlogging, and I started with a few come shop with me videos that I actually uploaded to this channel. I did a come shop with me at Oak Brook Center in Illinois. I did a come shop with me at Somerset Collection in Troy, Michigan. I believe I did a come shop with me somewhere, Schaumburg, Illinois at Woodfield Mall. So I did a few, and I actually really enjoyed that kind of day in the life, follow me around style video. So I was wanting to do more vlogging, but I realized something very quickly, that once you already have a number of subscribers, they're looking for a specific type of video. And I realized that the people that were subscribing to this channel weren't really looking for vlogging type of videos. So at that point I decided that I needed to have content that was so radically different from what I normally uploaded on this channel onto a different channel. And at that point I decided to start the Being Mommy with Style channel, which is now what I really consider my personal channel, and I upload basically anything that I really want to do, and I upload any vlogging sort of videos. I'm doing Vlogmas right now where I'm vlogging my life every day, and also I do videos related to my kids and mommy videos over there. So I really felt like it worked better for you to have specific channels, specific content. Now for this channel, I really view this as like my shopping, fashion, beauty, handbag channel. Anything related to that kind of general niche I feel goes with this channel, so you don't have to limit yourself just to one topic. If this channel was just handbags, it would be just a little bit too confined for me. But if you're wanting to talk about, I don't know, two radically different things like handbags and gaming, you really almost need two different channels for that, because your subscribers and viewers for one channel may not necessarily, and probably are not going to necessarily, overlap for those two things. So for instance, I have viewers on this channel that love handbags and want to see handbags and fashion videos. I have viewers on my other channel that are mommies and want to see mommy related content. Some viewers may be interested in videos on both channels, but not necessarily every viewer will. So hopefully that makes sense. And that was also my reason for starting another channel and keeping the content different and separate between those two channels. My next tip kind of ties in with my previous point, and that is pay attention to your analytics and your YouTube account. They are there from Google, and they're very valuable. They are actually what led me to make the decision to open up another channel. The analytics will show you anything from the statistics of who's viewing your video, male, female, age, where they're located, and you really kind of get a sense for your viewers and what they like. So you can look at your analytics and actually kind of get a sense for what's probably going to be most important to your viewers. And so if you take your analytics into account, it can help you make important decisions as far as where you want the direction of your channel to go and what videos to make for it. For instance, I noticed a huge change when I uploaded the vlogging type videos. I got good feedback on them on the actual video page, but I noticed in my analytics that I lost more subscribers when they viewed those videos than any other videos on this channel. At that point, that made me realize that this channel wasn't really adequate for vlogging at that point. Now, if you're starting a new channel, you don't really have to worry about this part. This is more for people that have maybe kind of fallen into making YouTube videos like I did, and their channel has kind of grown into something specific, and they're wanting to get into other areas of YouTube. That's when I would suggest to look at possibly starting another channel at that point. And I noticed that once I pulled the content that wasn't necessarily related to what people were more than likely wanting to see from this channel onto a different channel, that issue was resolved. So look at your analytics in your YouTube account and try to notice different trends that may happen. Obviously, statistics, they're going to be on a general curve that's, right around the median. But if you see large dips, large dips in subscribers going up, large dips in subscribers going down, a video that's gets a lot higher percentage views, a lot higher percentage likes or dislikes. You would take all the information into account and use it to make decisions for the future. So that is just another helpful tip that I hope that people that are making videos are watching their analytics, but I get the sense that probably some people aren't. So it's just something that I personally think is helpful, and hopefully if you haven't been watching them, maybe it will be helpful to you in the future as well. The next two tips that I have, again, this is all personal opinion, and this is definitely something that I've watched larger channels. I know that it can get really out of hand. I know it can get very time consuming. But at a certain point, videos are not one way. I don't feel that, just putting up a video and then forgetting to respond to people if you're uploading at a, fairly rapid pace is really good customer service in a sense. And I know that this is kind of hypocritical for me to say, because a long time in the past, when I wasn't uploading frequently, I would just upload a video and then maybe sporadically respond to comments every few weeks or so. But once I started uploading at a more frequent pace, I realized that I also needed to respond to comments at a more frequent pace, and it's really about the dialogue with the video as well. So I think that this is something that really smaller channels don't have a problem with, but as you get bigger and you get more subscribers, don't forget to keep that dialogue going. It's a two-way street, and you can actually learn a lot of valuable things from your viewers. They give you great ideas like this video right here. Some of my favorite videos that I've done, I've uploaded to YouTube. I thought that they were great videos and super fun to make, and they didn't go over so well with you guys. And then other times I've been really hesitant on uploading a video, and they were videos that you guys absolutely loved. Some of my most popular videos have been viewer request videos, like the one that I'm making right now. So I would just highly suggest to listen to your viewers, listen to the feedback that they have, and really try to establish a rapport there, because they're going to be able to let you know what they are most wanting to see and what's going to be most helpful to be on your channel. My last tip is to use social networking medium, and that is basically Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have a blog that I also associate with my YouTube channels now, and that is just basically a great way to let people know about new videos that you have elsewhere out in the world. People may not log into YouTube every day, they may log into their Facebook every day. So if you have a Facebook fan page where people can kind of follow you and see that you've uploaded a new video, it'll just kind of help keep that rapport there with your viewers and remind them that, hey, I'm still here. So I'm one of those people that I'm on Facebook more often than any other medium. I do have a Twitter, although I don't post there as often as I know a lot of other YouTubers do, but there is a great function where you can kind of interlock your Facebook page with your YouTube, with your Twitter, with your other social mediums, and it'll let people know when you've uploaded a new video. So that way, if they're not logging into YouTube every day, maybe they're waiting for their YouTube newsletter to come to their email, or whatever the scenario is, that way they can know that you've uploaded a new video, and if they're interested in it, then they can watch it at that time. So the social networking part of it is really great. I'm actually guilty of not necessarily using this at the highest function that I probably should be. I'm very time strapped during the day. I have 2 children. My main job is being a stay-at-home mom, obviously, but I do try to keep my social networking going as much as possible, keeping in touch with people on Facebook, Twitter, and doing a little bit on Instagram, although that is fairly new to me. So that is just another suggestion that I would definitely look into. And then as far as the blogging, because I do know that someone had a question about blogs, although I don't know if that was a typo, because I know that my Mac changes the word vlog to blog every time I type it. But as far as blogging, I've actually been doing my blog longer than I've been making YouTube videos consistently. I was writing a blog that was sort of fashion, handbag, and then mommy related for about a year before I started uploading YouTube videos consistently. And now that I'm uploading to YouTube a lot more consistently, I'm actually using my blog as kind of a jump point to go to videos. So what that means is basically I'm embedding my YouTube video into my blog. I'm writing a little description, and I'm letting people know what the new video is about. It's a great way to show up into Google searches, and it's also a great way to kind of tie everything together, and it helps me keep everything straight in my head. And although the people that initially subscribed to my blog maybe weren't necessarily looking for YouTube videos, I have found that they are very open and receptive to it. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I would look at starting starting a blog, you don't need anything fancy. A lot of people use Blogger or WordPress. My blog personally is on Blogger, and I have just left it at its blogspot domain, even though I have a personalized one. I've just never changed over to it. And so you can really just use something very simple and easy to use to get started with that as well. So let me know any questions that you guys specifically have. I really hope that this was helpful and maybe I answered some of the questions that people had. To get started on YouTube, my final piece of advice would be the main thing that you have to do is just get started. You just have to go make a video. It can be about anything, whatever you're interested in. If you want to talk about a specific product, if you want to do a tag video, if you want to do a vlog and tell you what you did during the day, whatever interests you, I would go make a video on it, upload it to YouTube, and then you're started. That is basically how I kind of fell into this, and I think that's how a lot of people get started as well. They just randomly decided to upload a video one day, and then before you know it, a few months later, a year later, you're uploading 2 to 3 times a week. So it really just kind of grows, and I would just say on a final note, just let it grow its own pace. Don't be worried about the numbers. When I started doing videos more consistently right in the beginning, it's really easy to kind of almost get caught up in the numbers, but I found it's a lot more relaxing and a lot more productive if you just don't worry about the numbers. If you ask me how many subscribers I had right now, I couldn't tell you. I have been occasionally checking in at video views just because I'm trying to hopefully have 1 million views coincide with a larger giveaway that I'm doing, but other than for purposes like that, I would honestly pay more attention to your analytics and your dashboard than I would, going to your main page and worrying about your views. Don't worry about that part, it'll just come naturally. So hopefully this guide has been helpful. Please let me know any questions that you guys have. I would be happy to answer them, and hopefully I answered all of the questions for everyone that requested it, and then the 3 specific people that I went back and tried to find what their specific questions were. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.